Hi, George DeJohn and Dr. Jeremy Webster. We're talking about men's health today, specifically your prostate. What is it that you need to know about your prostate? And also, I think we should tackle this with different ages. Or does it really matter which age someone really pays attention to their prostate?
Well, certainly as you get older, it becomes a bigger problem. I think everybody needs to pay attention to their health in general at every age. That's my personal opinion. As far as the prostate goes, yeah, when you get to be 40 or 50, you need to start paying a lot closer attention, because that's when we really start to notice an increase in enlarged prostate and risk for prostate cancer.
How do we know we have an issue with our prostate in the first place?
Well,
PSA levels,
levels,
and the digit, and all that good testing, and then what?
Well, maybe you have a problem with sexual function. Maybe you're having an impotency problem. Maybe you're a young man. Maybe you're in your 30s and you're trying to get your wife pregnant, and she's having trouble. It might be because your prostate's an issue.
What about going to the bathroom frequently and also in the middle of the night? Is that really an issue?
Yeah, it absolutely is. That was what I was going to get to next, is problems with urination, not being able to urinate, urinating too frequently. All things that could trigger you that, hey, maybe we need to get the prostate checked out.
What are some good, healthy supplements someone can go on that their doctor would agree on about and also know about, that someone can really start, I guess, taking preventative measures for their prostate today? What would that be?
Well, one thing that we have to know about the prostate is very similar in men to the breast tissue in women. So whatever is good for the breast tissue is really good for the prostate. Now, estrogen is the chemical, or the hormone, I should say, that makes breast tissue proliferate, meaning grow too fast. It also does the exact same thing in the prostate. So if you have too much estrogen in your system, or if that estrogen is unopposed by iodine, then you're going to have too much impact of estrogen on that tissue. So an iodine deficiency is probably the number one cause of prostate problems.
Really?
It really is. It's a big problem with women with tender breasts, or even fibrous or cystic breasts, fibrous ovaries, and also prostate enlargement, prostate cysts, and even eventually the development of prostate cancer.
So if someone finds a real good iodine supplement, how much should they take a day?
I don't recommend anybody take iodine supplementally without an iodine test. That's my stance, because some people are so deficient, George, that they require 200 or 300 times the RDA of iodine. And I don't want everybody going out there running and taking that much iodine, because there is a potential chance that you may not need that much iodine, and your kidneys may not be able to handle that much iodine. So if you think this is a problem, go to a natural health care practitioner, get your iodine checked, and then you can get an appropriate dose of iodine. The other thing we need to realize is, remember, it's estrogen that really is the problem. We can do things preventatively to make sure that our estrogen is metabolized, detoxified, and cleared. How about we just eat a lot of Brussels sprouts? How about we eat a lot of broccoli and cauliflower? These things have chemicals in it that help us clear all of that excess estrogen properly.
In addition to strength training, which is so very important as well for a man to raise your testosterone and lower estrogen levels as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, Dr. Jeremy Webster and George DeJohn talking about men's health.